Around the Ozarks is now on your FM radio. Listen to Around the Ozarks mornings with Grace Gooley as I spotlight local people, stories, and podcasts, all while playing the country legends of the 90s and the hit makers of the 2000s. It's on the Ozarks' best country, 105.1 The Bull. It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchen Land USA, Advanced Car Care, Smouse Brothers, and United Plumbing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey there, good morning to you. Here we are on Wednesday, and we're telling you about news around the Ozarks.
All right. A police officer had to jump out of the way of a car in Lynn Creek. The very close call happened during a traffic stop on Highway 54. Apparently, another driver did not move over and ended up hitting the patrol car on the side of the road. The officer and the K-9 associated with that car were not hurt, but the car itself is damaged. Police think the driver may have been distracted by a cell phone. Firefighters continue working a large wildfire burning in Christian County between Chadwick and Bradleyville. The Math Branch fire has burned about 700 acres, right now about 70% contained as of Monday. Crews expect full containment by the end of this week. Smoke and flames may still be visible as downed trees are continuing to burn. The cause of that fire is under investigation.
It has been incredibly dry here in the Ozarks over the last 6 months or so. The Missouri Department of Revenue is pushing back against online claims about changes to vehicle inspections. State officials say reports that inspections or registration rules ended this year are false. Missouri law has not changed, and all vehicle requirements remain in place. So it's a bummer, but you still got to pay. Springfield city leaders are weighing a revised plan now for a convention and event center after voters said no in November when it was on the ballot. A new online survey shows that nearly half of respondents are open to a changed proposal. What exactly that change is, don't know, but they're open to some revisions. So the revised idea would now include a 35-year sunset on a proposed hotel tax and a hard cost cap of $175 million for the project. Still a lot of money. The city is looking at putting the proposal on the ballot in April. The city held a listening session this week to get a better idea of what the public is thinking, and they're going to go back to the drawing board but you can rest assured it's coming back to the ballot at some point.
Yeah, I do know one person who did not vote for it because it did not have a sunset.
Yeah.
So,
perpetuity is a long time.
Yeah. Yes. All right. This is also a long time. A pretty long-running lawsuit against Springfield Public Schools is back in federal court now. A federal appeals court has revived claims that the mandatory equity training violated employees' First Amendment rights. That case was previously dismissed as frivolous, with SPS awarded legal fees in the case, hundreds of thousands of dollars. But the appeals court reversed that decision. As of now, the case will now go back to the district court for further review.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Missouri lawmakers are back at the Capitol today as the 2026 legislative session begins. Today's the day. Pre-file bills include proposals to phase out the state income tax and reduce property taxes. Any major tax change would likely require voter approval. The session comes as the state faces a shrinking surplus and tough budget decisions. Lawmakers are scheduled to adjourn in mid-May. Also, at some point, they will be talking about I think is the generic name school choice. I know it has a specific, bill number, but where it would allow for students to kind of pick their school district within the state or within their county.
They're supposed to be talking about that at some point. I don't know how high a priority it is for them.
I did hear from a friend of mine who works in education that it is a high priority, but I haven't seen anything on it. So, today's the day though, so we'll find out.
Yeah. And then the governor holds his State of the State address on Tuesday of next week. And he'll have more about the budget in there because you got to try to balance the budget. So we'll see what comes of that as well now that legislature's back in session. And what else is happening right now is that it is the season for sickness. The flu is tough this year. No doubt you have maybe your family, but we know several families who the flu has made it through everybody in the household and wasn't pleasant. The CDC says the flu activity is at its highest level in more than 20 years right now. So there's a new strain that is driving cases, and that strain was not included in the flu shot. So the flu shot doesn't do a whole lot against it. It's not leading to more hospitalizations than normal, which is good. So this new strain isn't putting people in the hospital more than it normally does, but more doctor visits are taking place this year because I've known several people who, man, they can't shake it for weeks. It seems they can't shake it. So
yeah, I actually was talking to a nurse last night, sitting in the bleachers, and she said that they've been insanely busy with flu visits.
Yeah, it also feels like to me it's earlier this year than normal. Maybe that's not true, but it feels like it to me. Chiefs head coach Andy Reid says Patrick Mahomes is making good progress in his rehab, which is great. He remains in Kansas City as he recovers from surgery after his torn ACL knee injury that he suffered late in the season in a game. He's working closely with the team's training staff, staying committed to getting back next season, hopefully at the start of the season or by the start of the season. The Chiefs, of course, this has been covered, finished 6-11 and did not make the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
But it wasn't because of his knee injury.
It's a bummer.
Yeah.
Okay, McDonald's is pushing back against a lawsuit that has been filed against them, class action lawsuit over the McRib. The lawsuit claims the sandwich is misleadingly named and does not contain rib meat. McDonald's says the McRib is made with seasoned boneless pork from U.S. farmers. The company calls the lawsuit factually incorrect. That case was filed in federal court in Illinois last month.
I considered a lawsuit against McDonald's regarding the McRib, not about the meat, but about how they would say that it's going away and that this is like your last chance to get the McRib. So I'd go eat 35 McRibs over the course of 2 weeks. And then like a couple of months later, they brought the doggone McRib back. And I felt taken advantage of, to be honest with you.
That movie comes to mind. Fat guy in a little coat, 35 McRibs, sir.
Roughly. I mean, I didn't count.
You would every single day for a month and then a little bit more. That
I
sounds
ate a lot of
highly dangerous.
I had a few McRibs because I thought it was going away forever. I bought into it, and then it's back a couple of months later. And
they get away with it because they say back by popular demand.
Yeah, well, it is popular. Springfield Greene County Library District is bringing back its Winter Reading Challenge. It is underway now, and it runs through February 28th. It's for adult readers. Participants read books from a variety of categories. They read 5 qualifying titles, and then you can earn a 2026 Winter Reading mug. Huh?
That's fun.
Who doesn't want themselves a new mug? You can sign up for it at any library branch or online at thelibrary.com or .org. thelibrary.org. How'd they get that address? That's a really good address.
And SPS got the best. Springfield Public Schools, SPS.org is theirs. Perfect. And then Springfield Police Department, gospd.com. Like Springfield is on the ball. Whoever their IT guy is, gospd.com is the Springfield Police Department's website.
That's not bad. But
no, like GoSPD, like they do a lot of recruiting through that.
Okay.
Am I right? I'm pretty sure I'm right. Because I remember...
I think go is the part that throws me off a little bit. Because you got to throw go in there. But
Back
the
in the old
library is pretty good.
Yeah. Back in the old days, I remember thinking at one point, what a cool
I hope you're
way
right.
that like all of our city offices. Yeah, I am right. I am
Good.
right.
Because Chief Williams
GoSPD.com.
watches the podcast
Yeah.
or he listens to it, and I don't want him
Uh-huh.
calling us again.
Listen, I'm looking at Chief Williams' picture as we speak
Because we got
at
something wrong.
GoSPD.com because it's like a join the team page. You know what I mean?
Okay. Right.
I just am impressed because like, didn't Bart Simpson teach us that every state has a Springfield? Is that correct?
That is true.
Yeah. So, I mean, and then for SPS to get SPS, and then for the library to get thelibrary.org. Somebody needs a raise. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's good work.
All right.
Work.
I think that's
Speaking
it.
of work, our work is done.
Yeah.
Now we go do our other real jobs.
Yeah. This is the fun one. We hope that you enjoy the journey with us. You know, it's true. This is the fun one.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Big gulps. Well, see you later.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Wednesday in the Ozarks. It's going to be a pretty nice day for us again. We've had some really pleasant temperatures so far this week, and today is no exception. It is chilly, so if you're heading out the door right now, make sure you grab that winter coat. Temperatures are in the mid-30s across the Ozarks. There's a light breeze, but we are rain-free, and I'm expecting a bit more sunshine in the forecast as we head through the mid-morning hours. It's another mild day. That's really the headline for you. Temperatures have been above average so far this week, and today we follow suit. Rain returns in the forecast very late tonight, so enjoy today while you can. You will notice the cloud cover increasing through the afternoon and this evening, setting the stage for those rain chances. But overall today, I think at least early on, we have some sunshine and high temperatures that will manage to climb into the middle 60s again. We also have dry conditions through the day today. So if there's something that you have to get done outside, go ahead, because temperatures take a drop tomorrow and for the weekend. And we also have some widespread rain that will lead to a very good chance for some rain overall in the Ozarks. I expect dry conditions early today, and then rain and perhaps some thunderstorm activity arrives on Thursday. There's even a small chance that we get a few strong storms. It's this pattern change that I'm seeing. A very powerful low pressure system is going to be pushing through the middle part of the country, with it bringing the chance for rain and some storms that could be a bit on the strong side. Now, the upper Midwest is expecting some winter weather out of this. We here in the Ozarks are getting rain and even a few thunderstorms in the forecast. I think should those storms develop, high winds and some hail will be the biggest concerns. It is a rainy Thursday, though, that we have ahead, so plan early for that. A few isolated to strong storms are possible on Thursday morning, lasting through the afternoon. Damaging winds will be the primary threat with these, but as always, please remain weather aware. We haven't had thunderstorms or really much in the way of rainfall over the last several weeks. So it'll be a good reminder to you to kind of keep in mind we can see some strong storms even in the cold months. Temperatures will cool to more seasonable numbers for the weekend. This is all behind this powerful storm system bringing us the rain. 40s for highs by Saturday and Sunday. So the temperatures definitely drop, and it's going to feel a bit more like winter around here as we head into later parts of the week. Numbers today, back up into the mid 60s. I have 65 for you in Springfield. Numbers are still in the low to mid 60s as we head into Thursday, despite the rain and storm chance. And then we'll see a bit of a drop on Friday with the 40s greeting us on Saturday. I think we could have some morning rain around here on Friday, and then we'll dry up in time for the weekend, but we'll be left with some cooler conditions. Around the country, what's making headlines? It's a Pacific storm system bringing very heavy mountain snow to the Pacific Northwest, as well as portions of the interior west through much of midweek. We also have above average temperatures for much of the central and eastern United States this week. We are still kind of basking in that good news here in the Ozarks as well. So I hope you enjoy these mild temperatures that we have out again today. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. And the question that I left you with yesterday had to do with some Ozarks folklore. According to traditional folklore, what can you find inside a persimmon seed that will predict the coming winter? Do you think it is A, star shape for mild weather, B, a spoon, fork, or knife shape, C, a heart for heavy rain, or D, a circle that means an early spring? Well, if you've lived here any sort of time, you probably know this one. The answer is B, a spoon, a fork, or a knife shape. And all of this refers to this tradition of predicting winter weather by cracking open ripe persimmon seeds. A fork shape means a mild winter. A spoon signifies heavy snow needing shoveling, and a knife or a blade indicates a very cold, icy winter that comes with harsh winds. This is referenced in the Old Farmer's Almanac, and I know folks across the Ozarks, every year it seems, the persimmon seeds start to mature. We start cutting them open and seeing what's inside, and we've had a bit of we started with kind of a knife winter, and it's been a fork winter so far. So we'll see if the end of January kind of swings that back, or if we get any spoons in our future. All right, here is the next question that I'll leave you with. What city in the Missouri Ozarks is often cited in studies as having the most variable day-to-day weather in all of the United States? Do you think it's Branson, Springfield, Lake of the Ozarks, or Rolla? Let me know your guess. That's on the website, aroundtheozarks.com. Thanks so much for listening this morning, and a big shout out to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet.